Alright, hello everyone, it's Cy Felrose reporting once again from Artemis' Demon Castle, scaling this timeline with tales of her exploits. Once again, we have returned to the Hoenn region. Artemis has tasks for me today, so I will not be able to do the originally planned stream at 4 p.m. EST today. You're getting this early stream instead. The last time I talked about how my team wasn't going to be able to reliably enough beat Tuber Haley. But while I was off stream, I really looked into that. And I actually think I was wrong. I think there's a very acceptable level of risk I can beat Tuber Haley with my existing team. However, the problem is that I haven't yet figured out a good way to get through the Slateport Museum afterwards. And if I don't figure out a way to get through the Slateport Museum afterwards, then I'll need to roll a new encounter for it. I do know that I have a way to get through the first trainer of the Slateport Museum with Vivian, Lombre, and Vivian, Lombre, and Choodle. But I need to look at the second trainer after that starts. There are a bunch of Doublemons here. That's because I was also looking ahead at Brawly while I was off stream. Yeah, I'll put stuff down in box 2 if it's not relevant for consideration right now. But these 5 aren't relevant for consideration because I can't actually have them until I beat the museum. These 2 aren't relevant for consideration, but these 3, because at their current level they're not coming to any fights. Luciana too, honestly. I don't actually have a Remoraid. I was testing imaginary Remoraid. Let's see. Ponyta. How well does Ponyta switch to Venoshock? My special defense here is okay. I take about 13 of Venoshock, and then I will use Secret Power Bennett. And then also use a Pecha Berry. This, of course. So, if I did that, I would get 4 hits. I would need 4 hits at least until... Actually, I would Fire Spin first, so I think I could solidly spin. And it would also need 4 hits still, unless it crit. But it's likely to use Toxic Oak. I don't think this is desperately enough. I would prefer between a bad, I think the chance I get something that can work on Slateport Fish, like a Quillfish, would definitely work. A Buizel or Remoraid would make it work. It's high enough to make it worth in this to try to avoid rolling Granite Cave. Is that true? Try imaginary Buizel. No, that's not gonna work. Even a plus special to imaginary Buizel. I mean, the IV is bad, but that's not important. If I avoid getting this entirely for a long time, eventually I'll be able to fish a guaranteed Slowpoke, Slowbro, or Slowking. It'll be one of these at random. And I think either of these are fine to the point where it's okay accepting the random chance. I think I've changed my mind about this. I'm gonna go do the Granite Cave plan that I originally had. I just don't have an answer to Marie. Other than Vivian can do okay, but not really better than Sprelt. The main use of whatever I get here will be my Marini answer. It's possible I'll use it in the Onyx. Let me check Onyx's move at this level. It does have Rock Throw. Okay. Let me check if a level 8 Onyx can be done on a hit. No, it cannot. Okay, good to know. Onyx in particular has some potential for Raleigh as well. Unfortunately, it's a... Okay, I don't want to... This... be undying unless I really have to. Very low risk even if everything goes horribly wrong. But low is not the same as not a risk. That's 3 turns of trapping. When does bind end? Bind lasts 4 or 5 turns, but could end this turn. Onyx could also wake up this turn. Okay, good. Oh, both things happen. Nice. No reason not to sleep powder before I leave. Now I switch in Groddle, because Groddle is the best option. Reliably surviving. Fortunately, Groddle is not really capable of damaging it without killing it by accident. That's it, only has super effective attacks. I do believe this Onyx should be enough to reliably beat... What's its face? Museum. So I don't need to also roll Slate Torque. Okay, well, I'm not risking Grottle ever. So I might as well do this somewhere. Oh. Okay. As long as it's not bind, there are no issues. That means I don't have many turns to... I think this is my last chance to catch it. Without risking stuff I'm not willing to risk. Like Grottle. Fuck. Oh, I could have growled this whole... Wait, no, that wouldn't have helped. Damn it. Fuck. Well... That's not an ideal start to the stream. Did I need any of these? I didn't need any of these. Alright. Yeah, the plan here is, Grottle Ponyta for Flaffy. We're just gonna do this fight. We're just gonna do this fight. I have the plan saved. Let me find it. Everyone needs a Pecha Berry except Grottle and Pony. That makes sense. I don't know why I gave... Okay. There's no pre-damage in this strategy. About 98% to win. And if I lose, it's about 98% again to... Leon leads. Everyone has items they need. Everyone's level 17. All right. That's my fault on the Onyx. I should have played it very different. Or at least somewhat different. That was reliable. This should should be Flaffy. Flaffy has a magnet and I'm faster. Rattle comes in safely. Ish. That's the exact ish. In retrospect, I should have run Burned Vivian with an Oranberry. I will just that doesn't turn out to be a big issue. Okay, this is going very well. As long as I don't full like 10 times. Okay. I think that makes it clean. Not consistent. Nidorena's out, so I switch in Spheal. There's a narrow set of things that could happen that would cause bad things to happen to Spheal. Okay, I believe bad things can no longer happen to Spheal. Okay, now Spheal is obviously low. It is going to Shockwave. Yeah, it's going to use Shockwave. We're going to switch to Vivian to avoid tanking a Shockwave. But actually, Ponyta is at full health, so we can probably switch to that instead. Let's check. Yeah, Shockwave is not actually guaranteed. It could be Veno. That's not a big issue. Yeah, I believe it's correct to go to Pony first. Okay. Since Pony didn't take damage earlier, it's safer than it might have otherwise been. Now, Pony's max damage from this is not that high. It's 30. My Pony has 38. So I won't die even if I'm poisoned with Warden. And means I can use Flame Wind. Wait, no. Okay, it's fine. Now it's going to use Venoshock. Means I can safely switch to Vivian. And Vivian will just haircut her. Was that actually fine? Oh yeah, I had to click Water Pulse. I couldn't have clicked Venoshock. Would have been the punish of it. Alright, that means I unlock Slate Port Fish, which I will likely have to use due to that Onyx fail. Hard to describe it another way. But yeah, my plan for this museum fight is Poodle for the lead, the Vion to chip Skrelp a little, and then Lombre comes in to finish off Skrelp. Unfortunately, I do think I need to use Lombre's. This terrible speed and special defense prevents me from being as reliable as I really need to be on Grotle. Which means I'll lose access to Giga Drain on Luke, which is unfortunate, but I'll live. I really don't particularly like my odds here. They're not that bad, but they're just not, they don't make me happy. Also, I don't really have anything that makes sense on the Whirlipede, which is definitely a shame. Does Secret Power count as something that makes sense in the Whirlipede? I don't quite think so. This thing using Secret Power can... That's kind of different. This thing could switch in and Charm, and that would let Grotle do it. I think I should Slate Port Fish and worry about it later. Actually, does Slate Port Fish actually do anything? I feel like the answer is only if I roll exactly Qwilfish. And given that the answer is only if I roll exactly and Qwilfish is a 10% and I have no dupes. Who are you? Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so yeah. I mean, the thing is, I kind of don't have anything better than Vibes for a lot of this. I definitely need the Choodle. It's the only thing in my box that makes sense on Murkrow. Carvana's not good. So Tyrogue, Grotle, and Spheal are the only things that make any sense. Staravia and Pony are fine. Yeah. That Onyx loss really sucks. Yeah, what Tyrogue do is switch in once mid rollout, use Fake Out. Then switch back out. I don't really want a Weasel, Seadra, or the other thing, Bremerade for Brawlies. So I think I will try to avoid Slate Roll for now. Following it a bit longer. It's pretty strong. This I probably will roll. Yeah, can Spiel do anything to this at all? No. No. Not really. Okay, I don't think Spiel makes any sense. I think I kind of do need to just be Tyrogue and go on vibes for the second trainer. Oh, we'll just Staravia Bunmer, not Berry. Got it. Ponyta does better on Marini, but still Ponyta. Okay, I think it's probably something like switch in Staravia, use one Aerial Ace, switch in Tyrogue, use Fake Out. I think that's just correct. And then Ponyta gets a Pecha Berry, and it's my answer to Marini. Ponyta could die in the process, unfortunately. I don't think there's much to be done about that. Staravia gets an Oran Berry because, yeah, there's not much reason to not give it one of those. Tyrogue gets probably a Slug Scarf, because what else would it get, I guess? Yeah, Tyrogue should just get a Slug Scarf, I think. Assuming it, yeah, it increases the damage by more than literally... No, that doesn't matter, because I'm using Staravia as the main answer. So yeah. And then having a Staravia on the team also means I have a way to switch out and back into Lombre if it gets confused, which hopefully just doesn't happen, but good to have the hedge. And, Choodle also needs an Oran Berry. And then in addition to needing an Oran Berry, Choodle needs to be at, let's look at Choodle versus Murkrow again. Choodle needs to be at, 39 health. Because that lets it survive double max roll win attack, while also guaranteeing that it triggers an Oran Berry at everything except for min roll payback turn 1. If I get min rolled payback turn 1, I will just be very sad. Oh, I forgot to level the Lotad and evolve it. I'm getting Bubble Beam at 21 immediately after this fight, and I don't need Bubble at all for this fight. I'm keeping Absorb and Mega Drain for this fight specifically. I'll forget it, Absorb for Bubble Beam after because of Krillish's first body ability. I don't believe I'm intending to use Secret Power, but I think it's still worth checking. I mean, it's still worth teaching it to Staravia. And also I need to teach it to, Ponyta. I actually need to teach it. That one's important. Bump is not an important move. I don't believe in Growl Staravia. I don't need it for Kubfu because I have plus speed Vivillon. I guess I should teach it to Tyrogue, just because why not? Not like Tyrogue has real move. You regret losing. Vivillon, Lombre, and Choodle all have no good reason to learn Secret Power here. Oh, I messed up my Choodle HP. It was supposed to be 39. Wait, no it wasn't. It was supposed to... Well, 39 and 40 have exactly the same reason. Because it cannot deal 17 damage with Payback. Yeah, okay. Should be Orin, Pecha, Orin. I think that's actually true. Yes. I doubt I'll ever use the Swagger TM, but I guess I have it now. Alright, as mentioned, I am unfortunately forced to be going on vibes here. At least for the second trainer. The first trainer is pre-planned, no vibes. That was not Payback turn 1, so I definitely... The Murkrow part of this plan is guaranteed fine. That's a nice touch. Oh, I was supposed to do Secret Power, whoops. Unfortunately, because of how perfectly this went, the Skrelp can use Toxic immediately. It didn't. No crit, no special defense drop. Nice, nice. That's really good. It has a black sludge. There's no reason not to get a free turn of this. Well, a free RNG hands-free. No confusion. Nice, nice. There's no reason not to use Sleep Powder until it's deep. Okay, let me take a look at my strategy again. So we're going to sit here until... Oh, literally right now. Okay. Yeah, we're going to just switch in Lombre now. Nice, nice, really good. Now we're going to spam Mega Drain until Skrelp is done. Yeah, we're not using Fake Out because Skrelp is... Skrelp has the Poison Point ability, and we would prefer not to trigger it. Toxic? Yeah, fine. Not a big deal. That could be a big deal. Mega Drain should always kill here. A little unfortunate that I'm minus special defense since Tirtoga is fully capable of using... let me check real quick about Absorb. Specifically, check if Ancient Power on -1 defense crit can kill Lombre at 34. It cannot, which means it's correct to lead with Absorb. Just because that means on average I'll get a little bit more health. Okay. Now it's going to Aqua Jet, we're just going to Mega Drain and kill. Unfortunately, Lombre's not at full. Fortunately, this is still fine. Not sure how much that heals. That's a decent number. Okay. Let me check Poodle and Marini's respective speeds. This thing could use Toxic or Venoshock or Baneful Bunker. I can't use a contact move because of the Baneful Bunker possibility. But actually I'm slower and Poison only deals 5. But if it uses Baneful Bunker, bad things would happen. I think I use Water Bolt. Okay. Fusion would be cool, but... Okay. That damage is not sticking at all. Oh well. Now this is always Venoshock. Secret Power probably ends up killing in about the same number of turns while also having a Paralysis. might be untrue. I mean, it does also have a paralysis. That makes sense. I'm really hoping it doesn't just keep using. Okay, perfect, excellent. Full para, full para. Awesome. Berry will trigger. That's going great. Baneful Bunker doesn't matter because I am in a non-contact move. Now Frillish will come out. Because I outspeed both of them, and both of them see kill. So it's tied by party order. It's using a Water Pulse, I believe. Let me double check that that's true. Frillish, Ponyta, can it use Hex? No, it cannot use Hex. Good. Lombre comes in. I need to hope it doesn't. It could go fine if it confuses, but it could also not go fine. Awesome, no confusion. Now I just use Mega Drain until Frillish is. Damn, I thought that would kill. Oh well. I think because I'm at this specific value for Frillish, I want to switch in Staravia immediately. Strongest way. We check that that's true. Yes, I think that's true. Okay. Because what switching in Staravia immediately lets me do be in when we're looking at for free. Really good. The downside is that first body could proc, but I think that's worth it since I get to use Secret Power. Also, it didn't proc. Helmet applies. Fine. Alright, now I need to check what exactly a double rollout train. Actually, I should check the HP roller here. Can Staravia kill with an HP roller? Enable the HP roller. At about 40%. Quick attack deals not enough. Okay. What about 60 BP rollout crit? Can that kill? 60 BP rollout crit kills 6 times in 256. Okay. Do I have something that does better? No, I don't have a better way than switching in the Staravia like this. Good to know. So I just need to use Secret Power as best. and hope that I don't die. Wait, I'm faster? I'm faster? Why am I? Oh, it's a speed tie. I forgot it was a speed tie. Secret power was still best, though. Okay, no crit. No crit. It's fine. And that is a sliver. I can turn off the HP ruler and kill it with quick death. Rocky Helmet will not kill me because... Okay, good stuff. I guess it's nice to heal my Pokemon like that. Next up is Gavi. Gavi at 21 is probably easy. I think maybe I was supposed to do Silk Scarf, Secret Power, Or Silk Scarf, Secret Power, switch to Tyrogue, Fake Out, switch to Doravius. No, that doesn't work. No, I could have Secret Powered turn 1, which would have been better because of the rollout aspect. Because I didn't go below half. So I would do Secret Power, switch to Tyrogue, switch to Tyrogue, Fake Out, switch back Secret Power, or something. Alternatively, if I had had a higher health Vivillon, I could have done the same Staravia thing, killing this with something somehow. But that doesn't work consistently because of, because then I'd be killing this with Air Cutter. Like, if I had a really higher health Vivillon, I could have used it for this. Baited this using rollout, Sleep Powdered it. That would have not done the same thing the way I want it to go. Okay, anyway, Gavi. Let's go to Gavi. So what am I confident I'm leveling? I'm confident I'm leveling Vivillon. There's no way I'm not. I'm confident I'm leveling Spheal. There's no way I'm not. Let's change this to Brawly Cap. Actually, no. Real box. I guess my real stuff is currently imported as custom set, but I can fix that. Oh, Hitmonchan is definitely getting brought into the... Okay, cool. Yeah. So this Hitmonchan with the Silk Scarf can actually kill this with no downsides whatsoever. Awesome. And then it baits Onita consistently. Kinda cool. Onita uses Play Rough on the turn it's baited in. I'd just bring in this, I guess. Fine. Yeah. I mean, I could also use, what? Nothing? Nothing, really? Yeah. I could also use this. Same effect, really. But no, it's just Spheal. It's just Spheal. Double crits can technically cause issues. A bit sad, but whatever. Poodle does get headbutt, which is nothing. Poodle is not relevant to Brawly unless I rare can see it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, I guess in this narrow situation where I take 65, I'd be at 19. It still couldn't click play rough. I'd switch back to this. Take out kill. Okay, that's fine. Grottle's always leveling. Grottle can be this. Then this has Energy Ball, Sludge Bomb. Nothing is particularly strong against both at the same time, but I can do something like Burn Vivian. Yeah, I think it's just Burn Vivian. And Mightyena. I feel confident that Mightyena is getting evolved here. It's so bad until it's evolved, so. Farm Bite, Baby Deli's Covet. It gets another relevant move. What's the other relevant move it gets? Yawn. Okay, Yawn over Baby Doll Eyes works with me. Yeah, I can switch this in on a Sludge Bomb, and then switch Vivian in on the next turn. That works pretty well. And then Vivian can just clean the rest of it. Burden Vivian with an Orange Berry. That works with me. If Oni is my bonus, that works with me. Yep. So that's Tyrogue. Feel becoming Sphelio, or Celio rather. Grottle. Chiana finally gets to do something. Vivian. And oh, Pony. That's right. Everything in my party gets leveled. No pre-damage necessary except for pre-burning Vivian. It's Etcha Puchiana to maximize the odds of scene happening. Orin, I guess, for Hitmonchan. Orin, I guess, for Spiel. Petrograttle? I think it's Petrograttle. Yeah, it's Petrograttle. Orin Vivian, since pre-burning it. And I guess Chesto Ponyta, because that's the best at dealing with bad situations. Oh, it's supposed to be Silk Scarf image. Not very. Wait. I'll fix that in a second. Comet Punch? No. No. I guess I might as well forget Secret Power since I can relearn it if I need it. But I don't think I'll ever click Comet Punch. There's just no reason to commit to not clicking Comet Punch. And I'm not keeping Foresight. Sure. I don't think that was even worth considering, frankly. I think it's pretty likely that the Mons I'm bringing, and then probably Lombre instead of Pony, end up being my Raleigh team. But I haven't done the Brawly planning yet. I'm not sure. I am considering scaling my, I have been considering scaling Vivian's speed, but I will obviously wait to do that until it's relevant. Mega Drain? Oh no, it's Roar? I don't care about Roar. So okay, Protect, Sleep Powder, Air Cutter are mandatory key. Raining Kiss is pretty good though. And when do I get my Bug Stab back if I lose it? If I lose my Bug Stab, I get it back next level cap if I want it. I do think this is a very good Mon. I'm very happy with it, especially with its good IV. I don't need Struggle Bug. Ponyta, I'll have to stall the evolution, or not evolution, evolution of at least a little bit, because it learns Charm at 21. It's definitely a shame for Ponyta itself, or Poochyena itself, rather. That it's, kind of not great. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Right, now I can evolve. Oh, I don't know if Hitmonchan actually does anything into Raleigh's gym. Hitmontop did things last run, but that had Intimidate. And better stats. And it wasn't a Hitmonchan. Secret Power was very much for the specific nature of the museum fight. Bounce will probably never get clicked because I don't need to risk it for Kubfu, but that's okay. Yeah, so today's feigns are just gonna be basically... Let me check my items. Silk Scarf, Orin, Pecha... Oh, I need to pre-burn the Vivian. That's right. Nobody else needs to be pre-anything. Just Vivian. So yeah, it's Silk Scarf, Hitmonchan to consistently kill B-Barrel. Oranberry, Celio to survive Ponyta's low risk. Pecha because Electrics has Toxic. Orin because I'm pre-burning. Pecha to make it so Sludge Bomb poison means it can still use Scene and blink into Vivian's pre-burn. And Chesto because it's my backup, and that's a good status, or a good berry if it has to come in on Sunflower. Ponyta comes in. Ponyta fight is Celio, Brine, potentially Hitmonchan, Fake Out. Double check, this will kill with Mach Punch. Will it also kill with Fake Out? I'll check for that for fun. It doesn't matter if it kills with Fake Out or not, but it does kill with Fake Out. Let's kill with Fake Out for fun. Speed stats aren't real when you have all of your relevant attacks being priority moves. Note that I said relevant, because... Okay, I mean, I might as well just attack this while I'm here. It can't deal that much damage. Its max damage crit is 18. If I take 3, it still can't kill. Okay, now it's Citrus Berry. Now I should bring in Grottle. Because it can actually kill after this turn. It's going to use Shockwave, which makes it even easier to bring in the Grottle. I have a Pecha Berry. Razor Leaf KO. Oh, it's Dustox for okay. Dustox is the scarier one. Not a lot scarier, but scarier. Does Dustox have a Lumberry? It has a Black Sludge, doesn't it? Yeah, Dustox has a Black Sludge. And I'm just gonna Air Cutter. I'm guessing it saves more health on average. Venushek does do a scary amount of damage, unfortunately. I probably should not have Air Cuttered. I should have Sleep Cuttered. Can Sunflora kill? Probably. Sunflora can definitely kill, yeah. Can Sunflora non-crit kill? Sunflora cannot non-crit kill, but it can crit kill, which is what actually matters. Celio is better to switch into Mighty. Better to switch into than Mightyena. Wait, no, it's not. No, Mightyena's better to switch into because Celio can deal a lot of damage if it's been later. Can this thing kill with Energy Ball? Put Mightyena with Energy Ball? 49, yes, okay. Pony comes in then. Pony can die, damn. Can Hitmonchan die? Hitmonchan can die. Can Grotle die? Grotle can die. Wait, these are all the wrong levels. 1 second. I don't have this anymore, I don't have this anymore, I don't have this anymore. Okay, there we go. It is still true that Ponyta cannot, it is no longer true that Ponyta can die. Which is the important thing. And Sunflora dies. Nice. Okay. Good. I have no idea why you would ever do that fight at 17. Something would have to be horribly wrong for that to make sense to me. Alright, well now we can catch things again. Hopefully successfully. There's no real reason to delay this. It's a Shinx. Luxio is probably a Mightyena, but worse. Let me check its moveset at this point. Okay, it has Spark. Vivillon cannot die this mark. Good. Vivillon can kill with Air Cutter. It's not even guaranteed that Vivillon... Vivillon could actually kill with Air Cutter non-crit if it has bad enough IVs. Okay, 20. There we go. Alright, this Shinx is a beautiful dog. It brought Lady Artemis something very valuable. In this timeline, Edison does not exist, and this Shinx invented the light bulb. It's a very good play. Anyway, I doubt that Shinx is relevant for the Brawly stuff, but there genuinely isn't much of a reason not to do it. Anyway, now we're going to go into Brawly trainers. How this is going to go is we are going to do Brawly trainers until one is hard, and then we're going to call it a stream. First Brawly trainer has a Riolu, right? Yes. Okay. Does Vivillon kill the Riolu in one hit? No, sad. Can it kill the Riolu? Yes, of course it can. Yeah. Okay, so it kills the Riolu in one hit. The chance that Riolu gets to attack me is 1 in 3 that it wakes up on the first turn, times 15 and 16 that I don't crit, times 12 and 6 or 4 and 16 that I don't roll a killing. 7%, and it only really matters if I get paralyzed. Yeah, okay. Sad that I don't have an Onyx version. Alright, let's fix my caps now. I don't have our Carvana. My real Lombre, so it gets to be relevant for now. Similarly, this is my real Choodle, so I can sandbox 2 for now. Alright. Gretna's here because I don't actually have it, and it would cost a rare candy that I don't want to eat. Oh right, I forgot to check the Shinx's IVs. That's not good, but not terrible either. The numbers are high. Nature's okay. The attack and speed numbers are not good. But at the same time, it's pretty bulky, despite its minus defense name. All right. Okay. So. Yeah. Silk Scarf Chan can deal with that if need be. And then I just in case, I bring in everyone who's even a little bit used to Berry. Ponyta comes in because it has main body. Yep, okay. That's probably guaranteed, and I cannot bring myself to feel the need to attack. This is an all Cherry Berry team. I'm okay candying Lombre. Too good into Poliwhirl on a team that's not good at Poliwhirl for it to feel like it makes it not do that. Well, that could be wrong. Like, no, yeah. I mean, the Celio is Celio. Hopefully Hitmonchan can deal with Lopunny. Oh no, I do want to use Hitmonchan because Hitmonchan deals with Lopunny the same way that Staravia did last round. Anyway, I'm not really caring about. It's Cherry for everyone except Hitmonchan, who is Silk Scarf. For Vivillon to not sweep, both Riolu and Stuffle have to survive an Air Cutter and wake up after one turn of sleep. Is very unthinkable. Oh, and Riolu has to crit. Either Riolu has to crit Body Slam, or they have to both paralyze. One of the two. Yeah, the plan is Sleep Powder, Air Cutter, all the time. I could use Protect. There's no reason to use Protect. Actually, it's actively bad to use Protect. Never mind. I was thinking it was just irrelevant, but it's bad. Okay. quite kill, which was pretty likely, but now does it stay asleep or wake up? He's asleep. Dion wins again. This kills, it doesn't have a focus edge, right? That's what we decided? Yes, okay. Might as well skip the sleep powder then. Oh, no, it has a Lumberry, so I really did need to skip the sleep powder. Okay, let's go to the Pokemon Center before I open the planning. Next one. Might as well stand in front of the box. Alright. Now, planning. Beyond. This is not reliable enough. Okay. Cool. Hitmonchan fake out into Mightyena just to pivot into Vivillon, take the Rock Smash. It has inner focus, it won't get intimidated, that's fine because that's not... Cool. Vivillon kills this in one hit. Vivillon doesn't kill this in one hit, but it doesn't matter? It could matter, actually. Means it's actually switched to this. Damn. That's actually kind of sad that Vivillon's that close and yet that far. If only I had Wise glasses. There's no way to reliably force it into Rock Smash. Notably, we're playing around a very low chance here. It's like 241 into to lose. Less than that. It will trigger Swarm, so it's actually way less safe than that, but yeah. Oh, this one is inner focus, I can't fake it out. Is that an issue? It probably is an issue. I can Grotle, though. Grotle would work, yeah. Alternatively, I can just use this. Does Staravia do better? It doesn't, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. This doesn't work because I can handle it. I don't think Luxio does anything important here. Luxio is basically just another Mightyena. I should export it anyway, though. Alright, okay. So we can check it. Export, import. I think Luxio just has like the same moveset as. No, it doesn't get covet yet. No, it does get covet the same way. Okay. If it gets covet, it doesn't lose anything. Right, it could have evolved earlier. That's fine though. It doesn't get charm yet. Instead, it gets arc and muzzle. And it doesn't get yawn either. It gets this moveset basically. Which doesn't really do anything. And is harder to use Mightyena. Where'd my Mightyena go? I guess I accidentally imported or deleted it. Oops. Oh, the Steenie also goes down here because it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah, it's just Mightyena. Just Mightyena. I use Covet. This thing will not even reliably Rock Smash. Wait, no, okay, it's this thing comes in, this thing uses Fake Out, I go into Vivillon. That's easy. I don't know what I was worrying about any of this. Alright, cool. Okay, it's Covet, Witch Hitmonchan. Okay, Covet kills this. I don't have to worry about that, I don't think. 44... 66. Oranberry makes that fine, yeah. Covet. Which in Hitmonchan here, who survives anything. Use Fake Out, which in Vivillon survives anything. And Air Cut. No, I don't outspeed consistently. Fuck. What the fuck? Okay. Do I have a way to make it so I outspeed? Not really. Bounce would kill, but then I'm using Bounce. I really don't want to, honestly. Ponyta can at least force it to be Quick Attack. I've been using the Ronst. Does that change anything? Not really. Staravia can lead Aerial Ace, Tinka Quick Attack. Aerial Ace again. Do what I need it to do. Max damage Staravia can take from that is 19. And it's possible for Staravia to take a lot from this. Up to 55. 74. Okay. So how many hits need to be crits for them to actually cause the problem? Kinda surprising that I have no lower its attack at all. Onyx would not help. But yeah, so Staravia, of the 6 hits on it, it needs a Quick Attack crit is +6, Pin Missile crits are +4 each. Okay. If it gets 5 hit by Pin Missile, 35, and max it by this, 48, it needs to take +16 damage, which means it needs to take at least 4 crits, it doesn't matter which one. actually is possible for Staravia to... Staravia get a move? Any move? It doesn't. Arlie would get Whirlwind, but I don't care. Not sure why I would. This version of the plan would work fine if, okay, Staravia. Okay, so Staravia can only die to... Silk Scarf Staravia isn't really better. Yeah. Aerial Ace plus Quick Attack will trigger the Citrus. 59. It needs to deal at least 65. It's actually pretty unlikely to... It's not a that it's not fast enough problem, though, at least. Something. Okay. Something I can do. Switch in Staravia into this and to Intimidate. Terrible. I still don't really want it to be switched in multiple times. Am I willing to scale on Vivillon? Does a scale on Vivillon do anything on Brawly? Or a scale on speed? It makes me outspeed exactly Poliwhirl. No, I already outspeed Poliwhirl. It does nothing on Brawly. At all. What about Roxanne? I'm not bringing this to Roxanne. And it wouldn't make a difference if I did. I don't really want to use this, but I also don't want to risk... Why am I looking at him? The Heracross one. But I also don't want to risk randomly getting... Oh wait, this thing's going to use Quick Attack every time. This thing's going to use Quick Attack on one every time. Really nice, actually. Because that means I can Sleep Powder, Draining Kiss, and take not as much damage as possible. Worst case scenario, I end up healing 1. Not amazing, but it's 0. Anyway, as I was saying, I end up healing 1. 47 is the least my health can be at. Which means Heracross cannot actually kill me. That's not true. Heracross basically. That is true. And then Staravia, even if it's at 1, Staravia should probably be fine. It needs to be 75? 7? It needs 5 hits, 4 crits. Staravia. Okay, actually, Hitmonchan is safer there. Okay, okay. Yes, that's what I do. That's what I do. Okay. Let me just take a second before I commit that to just sit and think about it. I feel like usually this fight takes less thought to get to 100%. That's weird because this Vivian is like really good in this. In, like, this would be the strategy does rely on. I would go as far as to say rely on Farfetch'd using quick attack, the priority AI in this game. I wonder when you get a sharp beak. You get a sharp beak. This is a fun one. Item location. I've never gotten it. Get it at 111 once you have a bite. Okay, so after the third badge, but before the fourth badge then. Got it. Looks like you get a lot of type items around the badge. I think these are all third to fourth badge. Probably this one. I don't know if it's this. I don't know if this one. You get to Lawbridge Town, that's probably when you pick Flannery. These 6 must be third to fourth badge. I don't know what any of these are. This one is second to third badge. These are all first to second badge, and these 4 I already have. I might not have grabbed the glasses yet. My total HP is 77. If things go wrong, I go to 57. And then I take another. Oh, because it's. Wait. That might not be as reliable as I wanted it. Can't just be better for. The fact that Swarm is involved makes it annoying. Can this die if it draining kill? Yes. Or, sorry, without swarming. Without swarming. Pixie? No, it can't. No, I could, but not really. Basically, if I'm going to scale it, I don't understand what's happening. Why is Air Cutter so much? Oh, it has a Copa Berry, that's... Yeah, that makes sense. A burnt berry. That's not relevant yet. Okay. Berries. Berries. might have to send it. I'm going to do the other plans now first. Right, Makuhita dies to Air Cutter. This thing doesn't really matter. I mean, I'll just sleep powder and stuff it, but it doesn't matter in that sense. Then I can sleep powder this. Switch to... Do I have anything with Rock Move? No, I don't. Switch to Hitmonchan. I should switch better than. So correct order. Oh, Grotle isn't what I want. I want Celio. I want Celio, like, it's like... The Vion kills Makuhita. This thing comes out using Thunder Punch or Ice. I switch to this. Now it's using Thunder Punch or Ice. Or Thunder Punch or Drain Punch. Fine. This is a... What's it called? With a Cherry Berry. That's right, that's right. Fake out. And I actually do, let's see, think about the Vivillon on the Heracross, actually. Spinning Kiss doesn't deal that much. I can switch this once, fake out. Switch to this with not up speed. I was hoping that up speed. Ombre doesn't make sense. Staravia does make sense, but not enough sense. I mean, there's no way in 0.4% chance of losing Vivillon. Beyond, or a heart scale on its speed. And about its speed is it does have this everything. Except for this one fight. Is there a way I can shift the risk to Staravia? I don't believe so. Staravia will take a quick attack. This Heracross is just... Shame that this is so close. No way to bait Rock Smash because I just don't have the right mon for that. And Missile is so fucking good. Annoying. Grotle can at least reliably bait that. Don't have a berry that I want. Not just Hitmonchan. Not it. I don't think. I could just use Hitmonchan, I guess, right? Maybe? Not really. Yeah, Hitmonchan can get off a Fake Out and a Secret Power after switching in. Does anyone have HP Flying? Nobody has HP Flying. The thing is, I think if Vivillon dies, I lose the run. On site. Immediately. And my speed is in a perfectly terrible spot. Because I could outspeed and not kill. But I just don't think I have another way through. At least not in a way that's interesting or relevant. The one thing is that this Staravia leading is what I want to have happen. If I could get Staravia to be there, prepared to kill it, or fetch it, that would be great. I don't think I can do that reliably enough. Like, even if I Silk Scarf, that doesn't mean I kill through Orin, does it? 62? Yeah, I don't kill through that most of the time. Well, I do most of the time, but not consistently. Not consistently enough for it to not be Oranberry. Means I'll take 2 quick attacks. Almost always. Since I don't have Roost or anything like that. Do I ever die to 2 quick attacks without crits? No, right? 35, 61. Yeah, it takes crits to die. I think it's best to do... I think it's best to lead Staravia, which probably has a similar win rate to this Vivillon Hitmonchan stuff, but Staravia death isn't devastating the way Vivillon death would. I'm going to sit with that a moment. Opponent is not fast enough to be competitive here. While I wait and sit with that, this one I got through fine. Or more or less, I got the idea at least. This one I need a meditate answer. Most things are meditating. But also specifically, I think I bounced like beyond a lot. Okay, yeah, that one's fine. This one's completely fine. It's Vivillon killed Prelude, and Vivillon switched whatever to deal with it. Probably. Really would. good. Wow. I haven't had my model up the whole... Oops. One moment, I will bring the show back once I actually get my avatar online. Bravia is technically less clean, but Undeath is completely unacceptable. I think if the Vion dies, I lose the... Alright, here's running one back. Got that. Yeah. I'm lucky with it. The Vion clears if... 1 second. Let me think about the chances that this thing dies and hits. It needs to take 65 to die in 2 hits, which means it's 6 times in all of it, or another 6 times. That's about 96, 102. If I add a Silk Scarf to the quick attack, that doesn't. That. No, that makes it pretty likely to fall back. Yeah, I think Silk Scarf is a little better. Wait, no, there's knockoff involved. No, it can't knock off because it's outsped by a thing, so I don't need to worry about knockoff. Okay. Endless Candy Staravia until it's 22. Or 21, not 22. If it was 22, this would be... If Vivian was 22, okay, so... Alright. Fortunately, Intimidate won't trigger... Intimidate and Oranberry, or, I mean... Oranberry and Silk Scarf are probably about the same. Kill, I dare you. That looks real. I could still die. The chance I die, how bad does it have to go for me to die? It's Staravia here. 5 hits doesn't kill. So 35, 46. 35, okay, so even with max rolls, Staravia needs at least 3 crits to die. Could make this. He can't die to Rex. Alright, completely safe now. No, I'm not. No, Max is 11. Now I'm actually completely. And Heracross dies. Oh, it's all good. That was not riskless. I don't think it was possible to beat this riskless without using a Frisket. I am not confident that's true. I know I don't need to heal because of the gym fight. Let's look at the next fight. Next fight. Attacked Air Cutter kills them. Ledian comes out using Thunder Punch Thing. I decided to switch to something. Helio. Helio with a Cherry Berry, I guess. What else would I give it? Then I switched to this with the other thing. This uses Fake Out. This baits either Thunder Punch or Ice Punch. I switched to not Luxie. No, I went to not bait Ice Punch. This baits any move. I switched to Mightyena. Then I switched to Ponyta. Ponyta takes, hold on. That's fine. Like, will Ponyta still after all that fight the Drain Punch? I don't think that's true. Okay. I don't have anything that reliably gets it. Actually, hold on. Does Trudel? How does Trudel do here? Trudel is actually really good. Trudel's perfect. Choodle is what I want. Not Mightyena. Level 21 Choodle. Hitmonchan comes in with a Cherry Berry. Deals 11 or more damage. Uses Fake Out. Since it's actually faster, I think I'm supposed to use Max Punches. No, I'm not. 11 damage. Switch to this. Could potentially kill 9 of it. So if I want to take Rain Punching, this should be beatable riskless. It's just a matter of exactly what my pivot order is. Oh, this one doesn't need to exist. If I bait Ice Punch, which I should. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I do. Okay, the order is wrong. I go Groddle, then I go Celio, then I go Aurora Beam, then it's Drain or Thunder, so I go Ponyta, Fairy, and I Flight. Then I switch to. And then Mankey comes in. I switch to Hitmonchan. I use Fake Out, Magpie. Okay, that works. I need Cherry Berries on Steel and Ponyta, and I guess I can put on. I'll put a Asper on Groddle. It's better vibe. Ponyta is necessary. Umbray is not. Mightyena can be my. Bravia, you are not my. You take my items out of everyone. Order my team. Eightmon. Very actually matters. And then I have nothing better to do. I guess Orin is better vibes on Inventory. Second, I need to check something. Okay. Make sure that this works properly. Beyond kills them. It uses Compact, it gets Bolt a Punch it. This comes in, Groddle is there to tank the hit. Helio always gets its Ice Punch. Partly. Ponyta gets Drain Punch or Thunder Punch, it doesn't matter which, then it. This thing comes in, this thing comes Fake Out, Back Punch. Awesome. do I outspeed? I think I get outspeed. No, I outspeed. It doesn't have thunder. I guess I can just... Throttle plan. Excellent. That's it. Leak Powder saves some damage on Groddle, which does not matter at all. It could also save some damage. That also would. And also the damage is that would matter even less than Alright, now this turn is Drain or Thunder Punch, again at full random because they deal the same damage. Either one is perfectly survivable by now Flame Wheel health. Attack Punch first, then Flame Wheel health. It doesn't matter whether I do Vivian or Hitmonchan here. Hitmonchan is for satisfying vibes. Center, heal. Alright, about to tab over. My damage count. Okay. Vivian does not lead effectively here. Alright, this thing outspeeds and Fake Out. And switch to Vivian. And then switch back. Then Fake Out. Then switch to Vivian. And then Draining Kiss will heal all that damage. I can also use Leak Powder each time I switch to Vivian. Yeah. Then Vivian is out. That will always bait this thing. This thing dies to Vivian easily. Okay, this is really... Okay. Let me just verify that the worst case scenario doesn't... Oh. Worst case scenario, turn 1, Hitmonchan Fake Out. This kills Medi in turn 2. Medi, Brick Break. Doesn't have a psychic move, like being a psychic types, so it's always going to click Brick Break. Vivian deals 15. 52 HP. Turn 3, switch back. Medi 33 HP. Means I cannot afford to Draining Kiss quite yet. Hitmonchan takes a crit rock throw at max damage. Hitmonchan 44 HP. Turn 4, Fake Out. Eddie, 20 HP. Turn 5, switch back to Vion, 37 HP. Turn 6. Okay, at this point, we're actually going to say Medi has the minimum health instead of maximum. We're going to say Medi's at literally 1. Vion killed, 37 HP still. The choke always come out because I outspeed. The choke out. Turn 7, the Vion sleep powder, I guess. Turn 8, the Vion raining kiss is most reliable. In damage, there's no. Actually, would draining kiss cause problems? Probably. Just heals too. Be a problem. Like, the thing is that it could, in theory, leftovers skill out. Let's check that. Draining kiss in damage is 24. The choke 38 HP. The Vion 49 HP. The choke facade. It is always facade there. Choke facade. Yeah. Choke facade. The Vion 15 HP. I think it actually is possible to lose with just these two. Not in the sense that really matters, but it's possible. Is the Silk Scarf a good thing? Not really, right? Yeah, the Silk Scarf is actually actively a bad thing. Sure. Oh, right, this heals... This heals, 75%. So it's actually 55-21. Leftovers, Machoke, 41 HP. Turn 9, Machoke Protect, Machoke 44 HP, which means I can't kill with Air Cutter. Wait, I could kill it. Turn 10, Machoke Protect, Machoke 47 HP. For an 11, the Vion Draining Kiss. Machoke, min damage again. 23 HP. The Vion plus 16 brings it to 37 HP. Bad crit, the Vion. Earned eventually Air Cutter KO'd. And then I need to, and then I just don't have the ability to revive it. Which I think I can mostly fix by just having a grapple. I say mostly, I think I can entirely make that not a problem by just having it. Or having a, works basically. Skill doesn't work. But, or having an opponent kinda works. Or having it Arabia. Okay. Yep. Everyone gets Oran berries. None of these matter as long as I don't status sleep. It won't. Except for sleep. It's okay to status them with sleep because they can't actually attack while asleep. Happens to not be possible. Is Mightyena actually better than... How much does Mightyena deal at the end? 7? No, because everything gets low sweep. Everything gets low sweep, so I have to play it like that. That's fine. Yeah. It would be cool to bring something that doesn't get low spooked, but I can't. That would imply better roll. Now I just take everyone's items. Things have to go really badly for Vivian to not just... Vivian plus hit the top anyway, not just... Top leads, because what else would it do? Alright, which fight are we on? We're on the Meditite? Okay. Meditite guy is the... Again, let me check everyone's items. I think they both have... Oh, Girder has a black belt? Okay, yeah. Nobody has items that are super relevant, other than the Koba Berry. The leftovers matter because it makes it a little bulkier. The Koba Berry matters because that's why I have to do this fake out stuff. This thing cannot use Rock Move because why would it use a Rock Move on a hit? Power Koba Berry, so it can be put to sleep. Pigmenchian might be scared around back here. Not a big deal either way, honestly. You just need to fake out again. The same reasons as before apply about this. Now, Draining Kiss deals enough damage to kill. And he'll need to... probably. The crit was not necessary, but kind of fun. It's not quite full. Now it's Machoke because Girder thinks it. I can Sleep Powder safely because I outspeed and this thing has nuts left over. And no way to attack while it's asleep. Let me look at the attacks. There's no reason to Draining Kiss since I happen to be that. Oh. Faster. Or not faster. Act. That's fine. Back to sleep. Sleep Powder doesn't really help with anything reliable, but it increases chance things go well on random stuff. This thing's health is now so low. Now we're to the Girder. I'm going to go look at the Girder in the kill. It has Mac Punch. Kind of fun. But it also gets outsped by Vivian and has nothing. While it's asleep. so I can safely just. You could rock throw, actually. Like it has the ability to rock throw, but it doesn't matter because it's. Well, this is a deep turn. Make sure that's how it works. Pretty sure that's how it works. Sleep is decremented. Prevents movement from future. I am confident enough in that to not play around with mechanics not working. Yeah, I think. And now it doesn't matter because I outspeed it. It's dead. I'm going to go run back to the Pokemon Center. Okay. Next fight is this one. Okay, this fight's easy. Vivian kills, as usual. Vivian leads and kills. Doesn't bait out Mienfoo because I have a kill then. Instead it baits out Neri. Neri uses Fake Out because it doesn't see a kill. So I just use Protect for that reason. No, wait, I switch in this. I don't use Protect. Switch in this. I switch in this, I use Mach Punch. Then I switch in something. I don't know what that something. What is that something? Right? Not really. What I actually could do is switch in Grotle, switch in Helio, finish it off. It's actually fine then. And then for Mienfoo, I just need to switch in something that never dies. Not never die, but it would never die at 21. Never dies, always baits Drain Con, which this is perfect. And then I switch back to Vivian and kill. Awesome. This is slightly better than Secret Power. It'll get... Thing doesn't get moved yet. It's actually fine. It taking everyone's items. They have stuff that's not necessary, so giving everyone an orange. Sure. Alright. This one be pretty easy. Okay, how much is Hitmonchan supposed to deal? Oh. Yeah, Hitmonchan... Okay, I see. Yeah. If I just don't get exactly... If I just don't get hit by Cute Charm, I don't need the Celio thing. But I might get hit by Cute Charm. What is it again? It's... Where's the Hitman? Yeah, it's... Okay, it's Hitmonchan to Grotle to... Do I have my Grotle? Yes, okay. Back punch, yeah. But there's not anything wrong with that anymore. Let me double check something about the Buniri. Second. Buniri triple axle can kill. That's my bad. That's my bad. I should be going to Celio then. First. Yeah, I should be going to Celio first and then Hitmonchan then. And protecting the Fake Out. just going to use Jump Kick, which is a safe thing to swing on. And Mach Punch will. Now let me check the calc. What do I need? I need to bait. I mean, this is the fake out turn. Never Rock Slide this one, so I guess I can go Vivian. Should be fake out. Okay. Vivian just always head up speed. Yes. Now I can go back out. And then I go back to the calc. Look at this fight. Surprisingly badly. The Air Cutter does a lot to Draining Kiss a lot to it. Shadow Punch, Mega Punch, Drain Punch. There's not much point doing anything. That's just a Grotle. No reason for it not to be a Grotle, honestly. Or a Mightyena. Just Mightyena's worse. Grotle does fine. If this is a fighting type, it still does not die to this. Okay. Good to know. That is kind of what I was curious about. Like, there's no way it's not Vivillon. I guess the big thing for me is just figuring out how I can get Vivillon heat. Okay, so this is just fake out Mach Punch, Mach Punch. It'll always be fine. Can't use Shadow Punch. Do these scary effects. Yeah, okay. Which will bait in Golett every time. Unless something else has kill, which is impossible. We'll always bait in Golett. Golett could use any move. That is should be drawn. Okay. Yeah, Groddle wins this. Fights this using some sort of fire move. How do I deal with that using some sort of fire move? Where'd my... Oh, there's Choodle. This thing might take little enough for Kecleon. Not really. Cherry Berry, Hippentop, or Hitmonchan. Golett is just dropped. Hard to imagine it's... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Michelle. Yeah, what I really want is switching this on a guaranteed fire move. Then switching this, then kill. I would need to deal some amount of damage. But this is the Ron level 2. And I did actually evolve it, so... Unfortunate that doesn't quite have the Noodle is a good way to force an arm thrust slap takedown. Really good because that lets me do this until Training Kiss. And everything on my team can kill. Except for this Choodle. That I would be putting on my team in this hypothetical situation. This is a real... Yeah, this is... Now, what I could do actually is Green and Lombre. Hitmonchan as the lead is really the only thing that I already have this thing. Alright. If I have a riskless strategy in 15 minutes, I'll do it. If I don't, I won't. Either way, it's fine. This is an overcoat, so I can't counter it. Yeah, Hitmonchan with a Cherry Berry is my best Kecleon, for sure. Groddle is my best Golett. Sure. Okay. Track punch. Not much. Make up for it. That's not. I'm going to export and read item. Yeah. Video footage. Take out Mac Punch. Be fine. Even when it turns. Not fine then Vivian. What an annoying.
It would bring me so much joy.
Okay, yeah, this is a hard one. I said I would stop on the hard one. Maybe I should have stopped on the other one, the Heracross one, but that worked out. This one is hard to do with consistency, so we are stopping for the... Oh, sorry, Nix. I haven't been looking properly at the chat. This time got me just in time to have me heading off. I've had a good stream, but I am tired enough to today. Die Felrose, returning to the human castle. Again.